It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
KBL, you a menace.
Shit, yeah. It's a lot of little boys out here talking that talk, but ain't spinning and walking that walk. 5 bills to get you whacked, 50 shots up in this Mac, face shots to make the news, we just step when they relax, group chats to get you tapped, foreign head up in my lap, when they pump we run it back, tell my youngin' cut no slack, 5 bills to get you whacked. What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's story time with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. So this one, you know, gonna take place in incarceration. Once again, this is Preston, CYA, next to Ione State Prison, which is a PC yard, you know what I'm saying? Been a PC yard for years, you know what I'm saying? We can see it right from Preston, you know what I'm saying? If you've been to Preston, you know how that castle look, Ione, California. So everybody know YA is Gladiator School. It's very political. It's one of the most political places that you may ever see outside of a penitentiary, you know, or, you know, just getting to get up there with the big guys. So I had a lot of squabbles in CYA, right? Anybody been to CYA and you was somebody from where you from, you was a gladiator or got turned to gladiator, or you was fooled, put up under somebody's guns, you know what I'm saying? And whether you had a booty bandit on the loose that was taking cheeks, or whether you just had somebody running your commissary money in and things like that. So when I had first got to CYA, I think I already told the story. Like, I think the first guy, no, actually, that wasn't, yeah, actually wasn't the first guy I rushed. The first guy I got into it with was a black guy named AJ. You know what I'm saying? Out of Seaside family, Crip, black dude. Had a squabble on him. That was like my coldest little squabble I had. AJ was around there whooping stuff. So, upon me coming to YA, we had a riot that same day with the North A's and the South Siders. We went on lockdown. When they let us come out the program, me hearing how AJ was acting with the Crips and treating the Crips and hanging out with the Northaniels of some C14 time, I did some straightening, fresh in there. He was my first, you know what I'm saying, victim. I got off on him, did my thing, went to the hole. When I go to the hole, it was somebody back there. The guy that's named in the title. I was going to call him Nobody because I can't remember what was his gang name. But this guy was somebody in YA that probably wasn't from either one of the gangs he was banging, but I don't know. Originally, he started out banging 6'7" neighborhood Crip. His last name was Scott. Can't remember his first name. Brown skinned dude, probably was about 6 feet, 6'1", brown skin. When I go to the hole, he's already back there in the hole. I do like a 90 days in the hole for getting for attacking AJ. On August 3rd, they had let me out the wreck. It was my hood day. So Ione, California, Preston, CYA cages, where you go wreck at when you in the hole, it had 3 big cages. And in those cages, they usually put like 3 to 4 people to cage. You know, that come by your room early in the morning, ask you, you know what I'm saying, did you want to come out for wreck? versus who you want to wreck with and stuff like that. And if you have been in the hole over time, they pretty much run the same program, know who wreck with who don't want to wreck with who, and who not to put with who. So, we was accepting our challenges. We couldn't say that we wasn't wrecking with nobody. If you was saying that you wasn't wrecking with somebody, more than likely, it was a weenie or somebody you just didn't want to be in a cage with. But if you had any smoke, you had to get that fire lit, and that's just how that went. So before I had ever even ran in to Scott, I already had the rundown on Scott that he had originally came to CYA banging 6-7 neighborhood. However, it was a Mexican that was in YA from us. I cannot remember his name. Anybody that been through YA, if you ran in through this Mexican, you know who I'm talking about. I don't know why Hyper or Trigger is coming to my mind, but I know them ain't the names. It was a Mexican guy in camp with us that was supposed to have been official from 6-0 in the land. Cannot think of this guy's name right now. Before I got to Preston, he had just left, and I had got told he was the one that had turned Scott out from 6-7 neighborhood to 60s. Now, Scott is the first neighborhood I had got down with in YA as far as Preston. I go to the hole, me and the homie Baby Teen from Eastside Lane Street back there, my guy, Lil Bro. So he had been up there for about 2 years already, so he's giving me the rundown who's on the tier, who's who, where they from, stuff like that, how long they been back there, they rap sheet if they with the business, they torpedo status, they test dummy status, they under somebody wing, all that type of stuff. He's giving me the rundown. So he was one of the ones that gave me the rundown, like, man, dude, pretty much like a goofy, but he is going to take a phase, if the neighborhood sent him, or if, you call him out for a fade, he is going to get down. But other than that, he really don't have too much of a gang bang bone in his body, and he seemed kind of like Swedish a little bit, on the sweet side. So we get up for wreck one morning, me and Baby Teen, we was already wrecking, and we was in a hole back there on the same charge. When I had rushed AJ and got on him and put him down, Teen, the homie JP, I think there was the only two. Teen and JP, all the other Crips stayed down in their seat. They didn't want no funk with AJ. They hopped up, got the stumping, kicking, getting their licks in. Baby Teen was the first one they let out the hole on that situation, then JP, and I'll be the last one. However, on this Scott story, me and Baby Teen come out for wreck one morning. We hit the cages, bam. They bringing everybody else out. They let us in the cages. I'm trying to get the cuffs off. They like, hold on. So they bring 2 more people to the cage. One of those people ended up being Scott, and whoever else was down a tier from him. Being that me and Team was the first 2 in the cage, we already waiting to the side. We got to be the first ones out our handcuffs. Not that we trying to try anything sneaky and get off on nobody while they in handcuffs, but we're trying to ensure that don't happen to us, because we at the top of the food chain, We top of the Crip and top of the chart. Prime real estate wherever we go, well respected. So we get over there to that gate, we get out our cuffs. We slide to the back. We let Scott and the other gentleman who I can't remember. I think it might have been my boy Gray. Gray was somebody that was from Stockton. I think Gray was a non-affiliate, but Gray stayed in Crip business. And a few times Gray tried to hop in there and take some Crip fades. And we had to tell Gray, like, man, nah, bro, like, we know you running this and that with that guy, but this LA gang ties and LA gang business, bro. You can't get in that. It ain't no back fades on this one, or the gang members gonna run you. But Gray was somebody that who had got 50 years of life, like around 15 to 16 for a hot one, who was going to the pen from YA. But he was just a juvenile at this time, so they was letting the juvenile stages play out until he had to join the adults. So that's who Scott had came out through the cages with. So I had never been introduced to Scott. Scott had never been introduced to me. Fresh on the compound, second, third day on the compound, we in the hole. Team, he instantly get to talking to Gray, go over there, shake Scott hand, all the get down. You know, me, I really don't know the guys, so I'm, you know, in my shell, just kind of like, you know, like, what up? They greet theyself, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like catch the vibe, don't come over and shake my hand and ask no name or anything like that. From there, baby teen swing back over to my corner, get to hollering at me. I'm like, hey, you know, what's up, bro? Who them? He get to laughing like, oh. He like, man, you got one. I'm like, what's up? He like, man, one of them from 6-0. I'm like, who? He like, man, the boy, he like the bigger one. You know, he like the other dude. That's great. You know, he a non-affiliate from Stockton, but he be rocking with the homies. But he like other dude. He was from 6'7". He was from 6'7" originally. They had this little Mexican cat up here from 6'0" that turned him out and ended up leaving, going to fire camp. Later on, I will also go to that fire camp and run into the Mexican cat from 6'0", who was in the laundry room. It's crazy. His name is not coming to me right now, too. And he had like a little notable name that was going, that was a name that was from over there, that's known from being from over there in the halls, if I'm not mistaken or whatever. However, so bam, he give me the rundown on Scott. Bam. So after that, after me and him finish talking, I go over there like, what's up? What's happening, Gray? We'll introduce myself to Gray and say, what's happening, Gray? We introduced ourselves. Yo, I'm Gray from Stockton, Wolf, Made Trey Gangsters. When I get to him, he reaches his hand out like, hey, I'm Wooty Woot, you know what I'm saying, from 60s. I'm like, we got to get down. Right from there, we square up. You know what I'm saying? I rush him. Brr. We instantly start squabbling up. When I rush him, he tuck his head, throwing all windmills on me. All windmills. I'm on him. Brr. Most of them missing me. Some of them like hit me other places. You know what I'm saying? We squabble up. He catch me with one. It was like an overhand right. Like if you know in boxing, they tell you the overhand right is like the strongest or like, you know, the most deadliest punch. He caught me with like an overhand swim banger right. And it stumbled me. And not to mention, we already in shower shoes and shorts. That's what you reckon. You got to come out in thong shower shoes. So, ooh, I kind of stumbled. I didn't like that at all. I kicked those sandals off, squared up again. He asked me if I'm good. I didn't even answer that question. Rushed him, turned up full throttle. Brrr. Put him in that good old blender. You know what I'm saying? Put him in that good old blender. Put him down quick. He go down. When he go down and hit that ground, it was like right on clue, like the police was watching on camera. They run right on. Hey, get down, get down. We in the cells though, so we don't got to get down. And I didn't obey. I stood up right there. Oh, what's up? Woo. He like, man, no, it's good, it's good. I'm like, all right, bet. That's that. Once he told me everything was everything, we laid it down. We laying it down. They have the homie Teen and Gray come to the gate, cuff them up. Then they come in there, cuff us up, everything. While they cuffing us up, he like, man, everything good, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's all good, it's good. We run that. I will meet him a second time, months down the line. So I had a homie named Gadget, Lil Gadget, that was on the same unit with Scott. And something had happened to where Gadget had got disrespectful, right? So Gadget was walking on trade line, and I guess somebody from Rolling was hitting one of their other homies up with the rolling and the line movement, and the homie Gadget thought that they was hitting him up with the rolling, being disrespectful, so he threw up the move, so he broke the rolling and threw up the moving. So from there, it got told to Baby Ghost from UG. Baby Ghost from UG in turn came and got at me like, hey, look, bro, nigga just hollering at you on some real Crip shit. You know, your boy Gadget being disrespectful. No, you know he broke the rolling, so you know I'm gonna have to catch a fade with him. I'm just telling you this because I don't want to make it seem like that. Oh, we just squabbling, or it's like an 8-tray hunted thing, whatever this situation may be. So I'm like, all right, bet for sure. So I put out on the homie Gadget, holler at the homie Gadget. Homie Gadget like, yeah, bro, I did that. I got this. Now, with that being said, they was trying to also, I don't know if it was Baby Ghost, but they was trying to pump Scott up. and try to say that Scott had a run back. We definitely wasn't about to let that run back happen. So you know what happened with that? I told Scott, I got that. It ain't no getting down with Gadget. So Gadget had went up like that next previous day. Him and Ghost from UG had went on a trade line somewhere up top, got down. I watched them do their little squabble thing. After that, about I think like the next day, I was walking trade line coming back from the gym, fresh from working out. I see Scott walking, going towards the gym. Hey, look, bro, what's up? Whoa, you already know. He already had got the memo. He knew it was time it is. I rushed him, got a few hits in. He was backpedal swinging, not really, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch nothing nor engage into the fight. He really just wanted to get it over with because he was thrust into a situation, and being that he was pushing neighborhood and got turned out in jail, these was a turn of events and situations he was still in. Police started coming from every which direction. We got down. That was the end of that. There was some squabbles I had for you back in CYA. I'm going to conclude that right there. It's your boy Youngin and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you bring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
We have an after party, rooftop party. No men need to apply. No men need to apply. Ladies, we having a rooftop after party tonight, and we're going to go live like Astroglide. You hear me? No Diddy. Diddy won't be at this party, baby. It's just me and y'all. Are you ready? Ladies, let's go live like Astroglide. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go, hey, ladies, pull up to the party tonight. Rooftop, invite only. Invite only, baby. You know what I'm saying? Invite only, baby. Real talk. Only ladies. And we're not interested in bringing no men out. Bring all the ladies. I got everything you need, baby. We're gonna go live like a PS5. We're gonna go live like that Astroglide, baby. We got the #1 solution on the market right now, ladies. Pull up. Invite only.